Hello, everybody. Good evening to everyone out there who is listening to this live, whether you're going to catch it live or you're going to see it afterwards. I want to say a very special good evening to you. If you are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a returning traveler, like I see Sister Winsome right there, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Guys, it's Thursday. You know, on a Thursday, we usually do Swords in Hand / Bible trivia. This Thursday is no different. However, we are going to have to do a shortened version. You know, every other Thursday we do a shortened version just because of the other obligations that I have. If you see now, I have to leave out early because I need to do this. And I also need to get to where I need to get to. So we are going to be doing a shortened version of Swords in Hand / Bible trivia this week. It's going to last maybe just about an hour or so, maybe a little bit over an hour. I was on live this morning, and unfortunately the live went kaput. Hey Kat, how are you doing? Just as I was enjoying the live just went kaput. And for the life of me, I could not get it back on. I could not get it to start working again, to continue. I would have had to open a new one. So I was just like, all right, we'll just leave it until until afterwards. Because you know, I was coming home and I had to go to get me some rest. But anyway, if you all have listened to the narration that I did this week for the book of Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15. We didn't do 16. I know I was wondering what happened. Yes, God, I just saw the whole thing just without warning. And then I kept seeing some people commenting, but I knew you all weren't hearing me because I kept saying, if you all are hearing me, tell me in the chat that you're hearing me. And nobody said anything in the chat about hearing me. So I said, okay, so that means they're not hearing me. And so I was just like, oh, well, we're gonna have to pick up that live again some other time. Yeah, but anyway, that's how the devil comes into the details. But he shall come, but he shall not survive. He shall not remain in the details of what we're doing. Also, Card, talk to me, sister. That book, I'll Walk Alone. What do you think about it? You and I are gonna have to have a little discussion about it. Tell me what you think about that book. What do you think is going to happen? Because I have been thinking about everything that's been happening in the book so far. And did you notice, like I did, that the person named Glory, the little boy she has, is probably Matthew? I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but I did. And I said, you know, I was going to read ahead in the book and find out. And I said, you know what? I am not going to do that because that would definitely defeat the purpose. I want to journey with you in the book and have both of us get the details at the same time. Right, Royal Rich? How you doing, my love? Yeah, I had a suspicion, but I'm not sure. Yes, I was wondering when I read the details, it said that Glory had this little boy. He don't play with any other kids. And when he goes out with Glory, they go out mostly at nighttime and they move from house to house. She have him in a closet. Yeah, I think that is Matthew. So, boy, guys, the book is so fascinating. Now you all see what I do with my spare time. Read off. I just grab a book and read. That is just so much fun for me. This book is no different. So, yes, Wild Rich, the book that I'm reading now on the channel, you know, guys, I like it. I mean, the reading of the book, you know that a lot of people don't like reading and don't like that kind of thing. So I knew that that kind of content is not going to get a lot of people, but I love it. I love it. And if only two people else love it, I am perfectly fine. Because rather than spending hours and hours to make a video, that you know me and the challenges with making a video. I just, it's taking away time from my reading, which is what I do the most. And then I'm making this video, taking forever to make it. May as well I just do what I love and do what I know I can do. Yeah, so I'm stressing myself out about making a video and make it look fancy and make it look this and that. Looking at other people video like, oh Lord, how them do that? Child, please. You can do what you need to do. And that's what I've learned. Just do you. Just do you. Yeah. So reading is what I do. So reading is what I do. You don't reach home yet? Oh, you mean if we don't reach home, win some? I work, me I go back. Work, I'm going back, sister. I must reach home in some. I'm finna reach home. I was waiting this morning for the car registration place to open. So that's when I was trying to run that live. And I waited until they opened at 9. And then I went home and slept. Yeah, and then we wake up. I had put it wasn't on to be at 4 o'clock. But at 4 o'clock I had quite a bit of things. I had some other things that I had a paper to write and all of that. So I had to just drop pen to paper, drop fingers to keyboard, get that out the way, and then start the live. Now I just say, you know what? Let me just get ready and leave. Because if I sit down to do the live, chances are I am going to end up being late. Because by the time I get up, I'm going to be late. When some Bible study can't cancel, it cannot cancel, Sister Winsome. It can't cancel. No, sir. The Bible I get too sweet. It I get just as sweet as I'll walk alone. Believe you me. It is getting just as sweet. So trust and believe me. You know, so I'm not live too far. I'm not live too far. I'm gonna have my stuff well ready here. So yeah, Winsome. I'm just waiting for y'all to come on up into the place. Come on up into the place. And before we do this Words in Hand, it's not a lot of questions because, you know, in those chapters, there's a lot of repetition. Yes, there's a lot of repetition. I guess the Lord really want Moses them to get it in their heads. So there's a lot of repetition. They repeat, this is what you should do. This is what, yeah, it is repeated. So I just got, I was able to get a few important questions out of those 3 chapters, Leviticus chapters. What I mean by you never prepare, you better prepare because you know when some get on me, if me not read the chapters early enough, yes sir, Sister Winsome get on my case. So I have read the chapters. So you didn't have to go find your own Bible or anything. You had to just listen to what I read on the channel. That's all you had to do. Yeah. And in these three chapters that we did this week, there was mostly they were mostly talking about the leprosy. Yeah, that was the majority of the content. You know, how the priest should diagnose the leprosy on a person and at what stages of the leprosy is the person considered to be unclean, and how when they are finally considered cleansed, how they should make an atonement and what the atonement should be. You know, also I learned this week because, you know, I said it before, I did not know that the Bible said anything about men ever being unclean. So I was a little bit taken aback when I read in Leviticus 15, I think it was, that men, if the man has, like, if a man has wet dreams and he spills, the Bible calls it his seed of copulation. Yes, in some, the priest was like the doctor. The priest was the highest order. He was the judge. He was the lawyer. He was the doctor. The priest was the person with all the authority in their society. So everything had to go through to the priest. Why rich that easy? Yes. So it was saying that if a man spills his seed of copulation, which is his sperm, on himself, then he is considered unclean. Oh my word. Guys, hold on, guys. I'm going to put you on mute a little bit because this is very important. All right, I'm sorry about that, guys. That was a call I made since this morning, and the people had me. You know how you call and they tell you all the lines are busy, so you should press one so they will call you back. Yeah. So I pressed one for them to call me back, and they're just calling me back. You see, if I was still on the line waiting, oh boy. Yes, guys. So Maribel rolled into the place. Maribel, how are you doing? Maribel, good to see you. Good to see you, Maribel. Welcome, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much. We are going to get into the questions of Swords in Hand in just a little bit. But before we do that, I was talking about the content of these 3 chapters that we did over this past week. And I was at the part, before I was interrupted by that call, I was at the part we were talking about the Bible saying that men, if they spill their seed of copulation, it means their sperm, if they have wet dreams, yes, they are considered unclean. Yes, you're considered unclean as a man if you spill your sperm onto yourself. So if you have wet dream, it wet up your clothes, wet up your bed is considered unclean. You are considered unclean. You got to wash yourself. You are unclean until the evening. And one of the things that I found quite interesting is that everybody is unclean until the evening. You're always unclean until the evening. And then if you're not unclean until the evening, you are unclean for 7 days. So it's either until the evening or 7 days. It's one or the other. All right, we can do it from right here. So, all right, there we go. Shay Shay is in the place. How are you doing, Shay Shay? And there is one thing too, guys. I came across this video. I came across this cartoon video that I found quite interesting. And I don't think I can show you all the video itself because it might be a copyright thing, but we are going to listen to it. We are going to listen to it and see if we can gather something from it. But we're going to listen to this video, listen to it in maybe the next 5 minutes or so. Once I finish talking about this chapter 15 of the Leviticus as well, where it says the man is unclean. The man is unclean if his sperms, yes, if his sperms fall on him. Earlier in the chapter, it spoke about a man being unclean if he has this issue, if he has this issue. I still don't know. I'm trying to research it. What is this issue they are talking about? Because is it that they're talking about if a man should have, say, a sickness that causes him to expel bowel contents, or maybe have like prostate issues? Because when a man gets prostate problems, they usually dribble on themselves. Their urine, they usually can't control their urine flow, and so they usually becoming incontinent, and all kinds of things are going through my mind. And I'm saying, is this what it is talking about when it says if a man is having his issue? So that's what I could think about. The nurse in me, that's all I could think of. I couldn't think of anything else where they would talk about a man having issue. When he talks about the woman having her issue, it's the period, talking about the period, because it does refer to the blood. But for the man, it just says if he's having his issue, and if anywhere he sits is unclean, anywhere he sleeps, his bed is unclean, everybody who touch him, all that thing, all that uncleanliness that comes about just because he's losing body fluids. He cannot control his body fluids, whatever medical condition he has that is causing him to not be able to control his bodily functions. Yeah, so that part was a little bit alarming to me. There, I see my brother Joseph. How are you doing, my love? I'm always so happy to see you, my love. T Blair is in the house. Sister, how you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you, Trev. It's so difficult to think of that. Why me overjoyed? We're gonna get there, while we trust and believe me. We are going to get it. Maribel said she didn't know that. I didn't know that either, Maribel. I didn't know that. And then he talks about the woman's issue. That means the woman having her period. She is supposed to be isolated for 7 days. Because I guess that was the number of days that they expect the woman to be having her period. But it went on to clarify that and said that if it continued, like if your period continued for more than the allotted 7 days, then as long as your period continues, you are considered unclean. Every chair you sit on, every bed you sleep on, all the linen, everybody who touch you unclean, them figure bathe and wash themselves and them unclean until the evening. Can you imagine everybody who touch you? Everybody who touch your clothes, everybody who touch the bed, touch the chair where you sit down pant is considered unclean because they touch you, because you're having your period. Yeah, it was really, really wild back then. I can't imagine how those people lived, how those people survived with, those kind of draconian laws that was handed down to them, and they were expected to follow, and they were like sheeples, people. They were following like nothing. And guys, the man, after the man's issue had stopped, he was supposed to be the priest had to declare him clean. But from my understanding, when people are having when men usually become incontinent, there has to be some kind of medical intervention to stop it. So what would have been the medical intervention there that would stop the man from having this issue that they're talking about? We know the woman's bleeding stopped spontaneously, but the man, I don't know. So I'm still in a state of a little bit of confusion as to what issue they are talking about. Because the man don't walk around and have sperm just dripping out of him all day long. No. So that part right there, guys, I will agree that part there got me a little bit stumped. Because the Bible says, after... I can't say, you see why the priest get in trouble today. Well, we say I can't believe it either. Can't believe it. And after the man is considered clean by the priest, him still have to carry turtle dove and pigeon to the priest for sacrifice. So that part me no get. He still has to carry his turtle doves and his pigeons to the priest for the priest to declare him clean, for the priest to sacrifice them as a sin offering and a burnt offering. And so the priest can declare him to be now cleansed, to be now clean. And it's the same thing for the woman when the woman have her period. Once her period is over, she has to bring turtle dove and pigeons to the priest for the priest to offer sin offering and burnt offering to consider her clean. If you sleep with the man, when the two of you go have human adult relations, the two of you are considered unclean. You're considered unclean until the evening. So in some, you can only have copulation in the morning, so that you can be unclean until the evening. When the evening comes, then you're clean again. You bathe, you wash up yourself, but you're unclean until the evening. And I mean say it, and the Leviticus say it. And also, if your husband, if a man go on to a woman who has her period, then they're both considered unclean. She's already on isolation, but the man who has gone to copulate with the female while she's having her period, he is considered unclean for 7 days. 7 days. Trev, I'm an adult. Well, I know well, Rich. I know, you don't have to remind me. Me know, man. Me know, say you're adult. Hold on, let me look for me. And other lipstick. I can't find it. Let me put it. Oh, let me put the lipstick, guys. Can I put it here, sir? Bugger so much. Oh, jeez, me. I think I see the lipstick when I put it. Oh, my. Yes, guys. So we are going to be. Uh-oh. Lipstick is up here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still on right here, so. And the lipstick is up here. It's in the pocket. Okay, gone. But anyway, watch a while with me want to be a high priest. No, brother. I just want to learn. I just want to read and understand all these things that is going on in the Bible, what the Bible says, because you see, the Bible has so much influence on our lives. So, guys, now we're going to move right into this video that I saw in a group that I'm in. So I'm going to play it for you so we can all listen to it together. Let me turn this up here, so never play it. Let me put it right just so.
Fellow demons, I have been looking over some of our human files, and it is cause for concern. We may have underestimated God and his creations.
There are billions of humans now, and we have still managed to keep the majority in sin.
There are too many humans.
50% of human reproduction is a result of teenage pregnancies, fornication, and adultery. I think that would make us responsible for the high population.
So we have created a problem that we need to fix.
All over the world, murder and suicide rates have increased.
Homosexuality and bisexuality is also very popular, even in some churches. I think the record should show a massive decline in human reproduction.
For every human who dies or gets converted to a contrary lifestyle, 100 more are born globally. We need to do more.
If I may, adolescents spend 1,500 hours watching television and only 900 in school annually. By the time a child finishes elementary, he would have seen 10,000 murders. This figure will double by the end of high school. By the time a human reaches 40, he would have spent 10 years watching television.
Impressive, but we still need to do more. Fellow demons, I want you to seriously consider what we are up against. It is not God's will that any human perish. He will do everything in his power to save them. It is our duty to make sure they perish. Am I making myself clear?
We have been targeting Christians and have destroyed the desire of many for God's word and prayer. Many do not fast or even witness those who are perishing in the act of sin. We have nullified the effects of many churches on the community. The reports of people getting saved has been reduced by 64%. I think we are doing a good job.
Do you sleep?
Yes.
Then we can do more. No demon in this room is supposed to find time to sleep and eat. Now tell me where we stand with our attack on the churches.
The leaders of the churches are revising their teachings. They encourage members to get back to the word. What they don't know is less than half an hour is given to Bible reading in any given week, which amounts to less than 26 hours for the year. Christians have lost the desire to read the very words that tell them how to live. The result is they mix the sacred with the profane, surrendering all hope of them making it into heaven.
Wonderful. Now we have to find a way to force human reproduction into a massive decline.
We are thinking a global recession.
Making the cost of living so high, very few will be able to afford it, unless by dishonest means.
The need for money will be so great and job opportunities so limited that crime and violence would escalate to alarming levels in many countries.
Guns will fall off the market like chewing gums. The prisons will be overcrowded. The graves will expand like hell itself.
That should take care of 15% of the population. What else do we have?
We can use their own bodies against them.
Worldwide pornography. We introduced this on all levels through billboards to public newspapers. We make pornography an occupation, a career.
We will make pornography freely accessible by everyone. It will become a way of life for many, a secret door to pleasure.
Nudity is marketable. It is 80% of the population's interest. We start from the mild. A star girl in the daily newspaper wearing nothing at the top. Then as the desires increase, we introduce more until a man's appetite for sex cannot be satisfied with having just one partner.
Adultery and fornication will become an acceptable way of life, even in the church. The scent of sin will go up into God's nostrils. The atmosphere will be utterly polluted with what he hates. Humans will think of nothing but sex.
Wouldn't it contribute greatly to our problem?
Not if there is a way for humans to protect themselves from pregnancies and diseases during sexual activity.
Imagine what will happen if humans had a way of having sex without fear.
You are thinking birth control.
Yes, protection for both male and female.
We will have our products on every shelf. They will stand out on their own and will be advertised in such a way that even Christians will be convinced.
Once that is established, childbirth will decrease.
And sexual activity will rise.
Exactly.
Sounds real good so far. What else do we have?
There is something that we have noticed about these humans over the years. It seems like great emphasis is placed on self. They seem to have forgotten that self-denial is a prerequisite to a Christ-centered life. The self, it seems, have taken top priority.
I expected as much.
We think it would be good if we applied even greater pressure in this area. Spice up this world a bit. Make material things a lot more attractive to the human eye. This will increase their desire for gain and decrease their passion for God.
Men shall be lovers of pleasures rather than lovers of God. Humans have always preferred instant pleasure above spiritual gain. They spend more time on themselves than they do with anything concerning God.
Indeed, but all these are outer attacks. It is their minds that we need to control.
That is where I come in. I will tell you of our inevitable victory. Within the confines of these walls, there exists a secret chamber. Within that chamber are thousands of demons that have been undergoing extensive training. These demons have read the human manuscripts hundreds of times and have committed the concepts to memory. I refer to them as the New Age seducers.
How effective are these seducers?
They can convince a man to become a woman. They will convince men to kill themselves for no reason. They will seduce men into having sexual relations with animals.
That should turn the stomach of heaven.
Precisely. Men will turn on each other within their own groups. The church will be against the church. Politicians against politician. Family against family.
The seducers can accomplish this.
Without a doubt. Once each group is divided, they'll be unable to stand.
There will be some who will only listen to the voice of God.
A minority at best. Humans no longer see the need to protect their minds, thanks to our influence through the media. They entertain every thought, every fantasy, and every lust. Many don't know who they are or whose they are, and that is a great advantage for us.
On top of that, there has been a significant decline in prayers and the sincere study of the Holy Scriptures.
We have the advantage. Our powers increase as we draw closer to the end. It is time we exact our revenge on God for kicking us out of heaven by sending as many humans to hell as we possibly can.
So we go all out this time.
I do not want to push God's hand too quickly. I want to savor every moment. I want to watch Jesus beg for these carnal beings till his heart bleeds again. I want him to watch as his children are reduced to godlessness. I want him to watch as his prized creation choose to fornicate and live adulterous lives. I want him to see the hungry die of starvation, the widows and orphans and those in prison go unvisited, and purity become a thing of the past. I want him to witness a 12-year-old giving birth to a child, and I want him to watch his precious believers spending hours before the television watching our programs and listening to our music and taking just a minute to brush the dust from their Bibles, while spending hours on Facebook and Twitter. I want him to witness them turning their backs on him for the pleasures of this life. Best of all, I want to watch him resist his own temptation to destroy this world again. Our victory is inevitable. Humans have proven time and time again that they are beyond redemption. They will share our fate in hell.
I am convinced that we can still win this war.
Arm yourselves, fellow demons. We go to war.
All right, guys, that is the end of that little piece there. That's a very, very, very powerful piece right there. That's maybe like the 10th time I am listening to it, because what it is saying is absolutely true. We may think that we are not invaded or we're not being invaded, but believe me, God, I must say thanks to God. God gave us a movie she wants us to watch. Guys, if you are here and you were not here last time when we spoke about that movie, it's called The Time Changer. Go ahead and watch it, because we're going to do a review on it tomorrow evening at 4 o'clock. We're going to do a review on that movie called Time Changer. I'm not going to spill the beans about what that movie is about, but I want you all to go ahead and watch it. It is free. It is not free on YouTube, but when I put it on in Google, I just put the name in Google and click that I wanted to watch a movie. It showed me Pluto TV, that it was free on Pluto TV. I didn't even know what Pluto TV was. I don't have Netflix and those things. I don't have cable and that kind of stuff. So I watched it on Pluto TV. A very, 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 very powerful movie. Guys, go watch it, because we're going to talk about it tomorrow evening on this channel at 4 o'clock tomorrow evening. When I saw it, it wasn't free. It said on YouTube Premium. So I'd have to pay for YouTube Premium to be able to watch it. But I got it on Pluto. I watched it on Pluto for free. Demons, wow, God, now we know so them exist, and everybody just have to be careful. But the thing is, we are saying be careful of demons, but at the same time, they have invaded every single aspect of our being, every aspect of our lives in many different ways. Guys, I don't know why me I laugh. Let me get into swords and slash Bible trivia here, guys, because the Lord say a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So if you have your book Bible or your Google Bible, or if you are just listened to the narrations that I did this week of Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15, then you should be willing, ready, and able. We still want to say congratulations to Overton. Overton won last week, Winsome won the week before. We have had several winners over the time that we have been doing this, and we want to say thank you to everybody and congratulations to all our past winners. All right, let's see who is going to win this week. We have less than an hour to go through all of these questions. And the first question I'm going to ask before I say hello to Modest. Hi, what you? She said, what? We're not talking about, you know, this. Then I must. Then it's just like I'm going to Walmart and show it. Yeah, it's public knowledge. Everybody see it, of course. You know, see it after none of lime tell pan them. Not true. Only the green banana and the green lime was good. Yeah, because I didn't want the green banana, I didn't want the green lime. But that's all that is. But anyway, next question. Next question, guys. Who were the three priests? The three priests. Name the three priests. No, I'm not herbal. Why you say that? That's not nice. That's not true. Why? Then people not do critique all the time. That's what make things get better. You know, you say, well, this is what I didn't like about it. This is what I didn't like about it. Yeah. I mean, it ain't peaches and creams every day. Right? Anyway, come, welcome Modest. Come join into this Words in Hand Bible Trivia. Name the three priests that were mentioned in the book of Leviticus, chapters 13, 14, and 15. Name the three priests that were mentioned. Name. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Somebody just send me a notification. Them still a talk about that Roe v. Wade something. It's not gonna end, but it's not my topic and not my topic for today. Anyway, guys, what are the names of the three priests? Because the Bible in Leviticus, these last three chapters, it talks about the priests. The priests, plural. Who are the three priests that it's talking about? What are their names? Come on, guys. Modest, you know your Bible like the back of your hand, or even better. Where Winsome is? Where is Winsome? Winsome knows the Bible just like the back of her hand. Come, Winsome. Where is Cad? Come and tell me about the three priests. Tell me the name of the three priests that it's referring to in these chapters. What's the name of the three priests? Give me their names. Give me the names of the three priests. What? That, you know, that wasn't the intention though. That was not the intention. And we can always find something positive out of that. We can, you know, look at it like it's life. Look at it like it's life, you know. There are good things in life, and then there are great things in life, and then there are some things that are substandard. You have to determine what you are going to use for your betterment. Because I went in the store, some of the things in there never look, never look too attractive, they look too palatable, not something I would buy, not something you will buy. But in the same store, the green bananas were good, because I can't find green bananas at Walmart. In the same store, the green limes were good. In the same store that had, you know, some stuff that were going bad. So I didn't do it for anything bad. No, I was just showing it. I was just showing it. I was in the store and just showing it to y'all. And I have no ill will whatsoever. I didn't have any ill will to the people in the store or the people watching. I just decided to show. It's not the first time I show you what's in that store. I tell that's the only Caribbean store. I go in there all the time. That's where I get green bananas. I go in there. That's where I got like the soursop syrup. I got soursop syrup in there and other nice little delicacies. You just pick what's good. It's just like life. You take what's good in life, and what is not good, you just leave it alone. Simple as that. Yeah. That's just how I see it, you know. That's just how I see it. Servant David said me criticize the people them too. The servant. What? Ah, David, what's up? Me see you call me out, you know. Me see you call me out. I said, Trevor, you criticize the people them store. I mean, and I didn't have any ill will and no ill intentions at all. None of that. We just was showing it. Just showing it for showing sake. But anyway, we are going back to me no know Bible, only exercise book. Only exercise book, you know, the one with the one with the hummingbird on the front. Only that the one you know? Come on now, people. Come tell me the three priests. The three priests that were among the children of Israel that were being spoken about in Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15. Who were those three priests that it kept talking about? Going once, going twice, going three times. If y'all don't answer in 15 seconds, I'm going to have to give you all the answer. Going once, going twice. Who knows the names of the three priests? Nobody. It is a very good one. Though me not tell no untruth. Hey, you mustn't tell no untruth. Oh my gosh. Yes, guys. So y'all didn't come up with the answer. So the priests that they kept referring to, the priests, plural, that they kept referring to in the Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15 were Aaron and his two sons. And we have agreed that his two sons were Eleazar and Ithamar. Those were the two sons that were left after the other two were killed. Next question. Let me take that. How much flour should a poor person bring for their offering? You remember in I think it was in Leviticus chapter 14, it talks about bringing the offering, and it says if you were poor and you could not afford to bring the offering, you were supposed to bring a certain amount of flour. I mean flour, you know, Flour. You were supposed to bring a certain amount of flour for your offering. How much flour did it say a poor person should bring? Who remembers? While me there I drive from work. Okay, David, I drive from work and me just drive come to work. Come guys, come on now, tell me. How much flour was a poor person expected to bring for their offering if they could not afford the big offering? So David says 6 dumpling. David, you are funny. David says six dumpling. With some say fine flour 1/10. Yes, win some. Yes, win some. They were expected to bring fine flour 1/10 deal. All right. So win some got the first answer. All right. Good. Next question is, when the Bible said that the leper should bring 2 birds for the sacrifice, what was done with the second bird? It says that when the leper wanted to be cleansed, the leper had to bring an offering, and that offering included 2 birds. What was done with the second bird during the sacrificial ceremony? What was done with the second bird at the end of the ceremony? At the ceremony, what was done with the second bird? All right, we're going to say that again. So for the leper to be cleansed, the leper had to bring a sacrifice. The leper's sacrifice included 2 birds. He had to bring to the priest. What was done with the second bird, with bird number 2? What did they do with bird number 2? What did they do with bird number 2? Welcome into the live, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. We should have quite a few likes by now. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and share out the stream. Call your friend and your friend and your friend and your friend and tell them to come on over. Tell them to come on over and and share with us what did they do with the second bird for the cleansing of the leper at that ceremony? What did they do? Oh, when some say sin offering, David said them stew the second one. No, sir. I know that them said they did with the second one. That's not what they said they did with the second one. What did they do? Hello, how are you? What did they do with the second bird? Talk to me, guys. What did they do with the second bird? All right, nobody knows? All right, we're going to give you 15 seconds. 15 seconds for you all to come up with the answer of what they did with the second bird after the ceremony for the leper. Going once, going twice, and the third time it's gone. So the second bird was let free, was let loose. The second bird was let loose. After they had performed the ceremony, the second bird, no wild rich, the second bird wasn't killed. The second bird was set free in the fields. And if you think it's not true, check out Leviticus 14, verse 7. The second bird was set free. All right, next. All right, name 3 kinds of offering, guys. Name 3 kinds of offering. There were several offerings mentioned. Several kinds of offerings were mentioned in the Bible. In these few chapters we have gone over, several different kinds of offerings have been mentioned. Just name 3. Card says, kill it over running water. That was the first bird. Yes, Card, that was bird number 1. Was the one that they killed over the running water? Yes. And then when they collect that water with the blood and everything else, they would put the cedar and the hyssop and stuff in it. Yeah. And then use that water to bathe the leper. And then they would get rid of, let the second bird go free. Oh, yes. Sin burn gain. What that mean? Oh, sin offering, burn offering, and trespass offering. Burnt offering, blood offering. We never read nothing about no blood offering. We read about burnt offering. I never hear them say nothing about love offering. Did you win some? I remember hearing nothing about love offering. And it's interesting that you would say so, because considering that is the Bible, I'm surprised there wasn't any mention of love offering. Yes, win some. There was sin offering, burnt offering, burnt offering, trespass offering, wave offering, meat offering. Yeah, several different kinds of offering. So yes, win some. So yes, win some. You got that one. You got that one. Free will, sin on peace. Free will, sin on peace. Oh, my mister. Oh, free will. Free will. Yeah, but there wasn't a free will offering. There was a sin offering, there was peace offering, there was trespass offering, wave offering, sin offering. Okay, so we're gonna give that one to Sister Winsome. All right. The next question is, name the 3 things that were used to cleanse the leper. Name 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. Name 3 things. Hold on. Interesting. kind of hot, guys. Name 3 things. Somebody leave it. Name 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. Blood is the blood they got from the cattle, etc. They sacrificed. God used Jesus in place of that. Yes, I'm not there yet in the Bible, but I mean, from being taught historically about the Bible, yes, that is so. That is so. Right now, I'm asking to name 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. Guys, it's so hot. It's 90 degrees. I gotta sip a little water here. Come, guys, name 3 things. Guys, I don't have less than 30 minutes, you know. Name 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. Who can name me 3 things? Somebody text me. Who can name me 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper? Hello, Sister Monica. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much, my sister. David says the Father, the Son, and according to the 3 chapters that we studied this week. The 3 things, name 3 things, because there were more than 3 things that were used in the cleansing. So name 3 things that were used in the David, not easy, you know. Name 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. Come win some. Come win some. 3 things that were used. David around. Me know. David. David is driving, so David can't even. You never study. David is driving home, so David can't even switch up searching Bible to give the answer. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. All right, Warwick said, all 3 things. Give me 3 things. 3 things that were used in the cleansing of the leper. Monica, my so sorry, my battery going. I have been support. Oh, I understand, sister. I understand. I sincerely appreciate you stopping by. No big deal. No big deal, honey. No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. Go charge up your battery. Charge up your battery. Come, guys, y'all can name me 3 things in a one response. All right, I'm gonna name you some of the things that were used to cleanse the leper. They used cedar, scarlet, hyssop, blood, oil, water. Yes, all of that was used to cleanse the leper. All right, so nobody got that answer. Let us move right along. What 2 sacrifices were considered to be most holy? What two sacrifices were considered to be yes, Winsome just come in. Oil, water, and blood. Sister Monica said blood and hyssop. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. Servant say, me is no biblical. So even if I was parked, I would not know where to look in the Bible for them things there. You see, David, that is why you see on my on the channel, you know, on my channel, I read the chapters every week that we use for Bible trivia. I don't just go randomly just jump in the Bible because it is hard to just find something anywhere in the Bible when the Bible has 66 books and so many chapters. So I try to do it as methodical as possible so that we are not lost and be all over the place. So this week, everything that I'm asking you is coming out of Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15. Oh, that's Dr. G going home. All right, those are the only places you will find, not the only place, but that's where you will find the answers to the questions that we are asking today. So name the two most holy, the two sacrifices that were considered to be most holy. All right, Sister Monica said blood offering. I mean, yeah, no, not according to the Leviticus. Me always a tongue tie up my tongue. Not according to the Leviticus. No, Winsome. Remember we talked a few questions before about the different types of offerings, trespass, wave, sin, burnt, meat, that sort of thing. So tell me now, which two, according to the Leviticus, was considered to be most holy offerings? Excuse, but Auntie Trev, in case you forget, for me, Ed Rat, if me read it today by morning, me forget where it comes. Oh my God, David, you're not easy. You are so not easy. You are so not easy. You know the amount of beat me get to learn memory verses Sunday school. Well, that's why. Well, that's why I give you. That's why I give you all the place to find it. That's why I give you the place to find it. So you don't have to you don't have to remember it. You don't have to remember it. You just look where me tell you to look, and you will see that you will find it in Leviticus 13, 14, and 15. It is somewhere. Soon come going to charge. Okay, Sister Monica. What were it say? Burnt offering and sacrifice offering? There were two that the Bible said were most important. They were most holy. Check Leviticus 14 and verse 13. It says, "Oh, Ross, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good to see you." Which part again? Check Leviticus 14 verse 13. Leviticus 14 verse 13. You in your car tonight? Yes, I'm in my car tonight. I'm actually at work, so I'm just gonna be here for about the next 20 minutes. When this is over, I will just be able to walk in. Thank God for Google. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and share out the stream. Look at my brother. We Unlocked Nation is in the house. Come, guys. Which two offerings were considered to be most holy? We Unlock, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, my brother? Winsome says, Winsome, me just give you which part we're looking at the Bible, you know, which was considered to be most holy. Which two offerings were considered to be most holy? Winsome, sin and trespass. Yes, Winsome. The sin offering and the trespass offering were considered to be most holy, and those offerings were special to the priest because they were most holy. My brother Ross, yeah. How are you doing, my brother Ross? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I really do. I sincerely appreciate you. All right. Next question. During which offering ceremony was blood put on the leper's ear? During which ceremony was blood put on the leper's ear? Tell me. During which sacrificial ceremony? During which sacrificial ceremony was blood put on the leper's ear? Come, guys, talk up the things. I'm sorry. I need to get a different liquid eyeliner because I'm always, because my eyes so hooded. That not even sound right. Because my eyes so hooded. It yeah, the hood of my eye always just fall down on the eyeliner. But anyway, Overton is in the place. Overton, what a go on? Overton, you wake up and see me. All right. God says during the second phase. Me not think me get the part there. The lamb. We unlock said the lamb. Yeah, it was the lamb's blood, but which sacrifice was being done? Remember, we talked about the different kinds of offerings, the different types of offerings. We said there was the wave offering, the sin offering, the trespass offering, the burnt offering, the meat offering. Yeah. So, during which offering did they put the blood on the leper's ear? Yeah, I know, God. I know you're driving. Be safe, sugar. During which of those sacrificial ceremonies was blood put on the leper's ear? The sin offering? No. No, in some, not during the sin offering. During which offering? During which sacrificial ceremony? Not the meat. Oh, oh my God. You're on prof, man? Oh, you're on prof, so. that sound like me. That sound like me. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that the person name. Me gonna just give out myself right now. A lot of people don't know that the person on YouTube named Ella Fish is me. So I be going like I go on JY and JY I say Ella Fish, welcome Ella Fish, and everybody I say welcome Ella Fish. I would just sit there and laugh like they're not even gonna say happy. I read that I'm just giving myself. Me just giving myself. It can be so much fun. I'm gonna go over and answer people and say, welcome to the new people. Come on and give them an unstoppable welcome. I'm just there and laugh. So like, touch them not never give it. I have quite a few good ninjas when I roam around with them. I'm gonna go over Dr. Mia. Then I even know what I mean. Me just there and go and flex. Black Money, welcome. How you doing? So good to see you. So good to see you. Yes, Winsome, the trespass offering. While we there watch the cock, we are watching cock while the bunga leak. While we here laughing and talking, Winsome there doing our Bible studies. Winsome is such a good student. Yes, Winsome, it's during the trespass offering that the blood is put on the leper's ear. Black Money is in the house. Welcome into the house, my brother. Black Money, welcome. Thank you so much. So I read that. I know me let out the secret. So now, now you know say me. I'm go over Cubans. Cubans I say, me think me know who name Ella Fish, you know. Me think me know who, you know. Me not make him the wiser, but no, they push out of the bag. They push really out of the bag. Well, the sacrifice. No, we unlock. We are on the book of Leviticus. We are on Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15, my brother. Those are the books that I read on my channel this past week. So those are the books that we are using for today's game. We can't tell you any secret. You just give away your own. Listen, can you think me give you all of them? Me not give you all of them. Me not give you all of them. I have enough more. Me have enough more. Trust me. Me have enough for when me use roam run pan YouTube with more while. Yeah, and it gives me a little thrill. So anyway, let us. You was just thinking of that. What you was thinking of, David? What you was thinking of? I'm fridge. Oh, me a old fridge. Win some. Allow me now, please. Allow me, please. All right, just allow me. And next thing, what two liquids? Me call them liquids. What two liquids were put on the leper's ear during his cleansing ceremony? Yes, name the two liquid them. Oh, you was thinking about what God said. Oh, God said, you can't tell me nothing. Me chat my one secret. But we chat mine, but we keep yours. Don't worry yourself. We chat mine, but we keep yours. Yeah. Because me can reconcile my own loyalty with myself but me no want to have a come to reconcile my loyalty with you because me not gonna hurt or my loyalty to you like that. Yeah, so you can't tell me anything. But the best if you keep it. Cause with some with some semi old fridge. Mr. David said coconut oil and weed oil. That's not like two good kind of oils to have put on their ears at that time. But Winsome get it, cause Winsome say oil and blood. Yes, Winsome, oil and blood. They put the blood of the animal on the ear and they put the oil on the ear as well. Next question. Which hand the priest pour the oil in? Which of his hands does the priest pour the oil in? Speak up. Speak up, guys. In which of his hands? Because remember it says the priest pours the oil in his hand and then he uses the other hand to pick up the oil and sprinkle it on the leper. So which hand him pour the oil in? Talk to me. Which palm the priest pour the oil in? Speak up, my people. The right, them saying pour it in a right hand. And that's what the Bible say now. And that's what it say. No, you're not saying put the oil in a right hand. Go and check it in Leviticus 14 verse 26. And you will see that he put the oil in his left hand and he uses his right hand to pick up the oil and sprinkle it. Yes, he put it in his left hand and used his right hand to take it up and sprinkle it. How many times the priest sprinkled the oil? How many times? Verse 17 said, of the two liquids that he smeared on the leper's ear, and his ear, his thumb, and his toe, it was oil and blood. Yes. Yes, Winsome got that one right 7 times. 7 times. Yes, Wildrich, you got that, even though I said it. But yes, the left hand. That's where he put the oil in his left hand. How many days should a woman be isolated if she's having her period? How many days should a woman be isolated if she's having her period? How many days should a woman be isolated if she's having her period? Not if, but when she's having her period. Yes, Winsome, 7 days. She must be isolated for 7 days. All right. Name the 3 body parts. Name the 3. No, not foolishness. I tell you, the Bible says, I know me. I know me. Name the 3 body parts on which the blood and the oil is supposed to be smeared for the cleansing of the leper. Name the 3 body parts on which the blood and the oil had to be smeared during the cleansing of the leper. All right, tell me, what 3 body parts had to be smeared with the blood and the oil for the leper to be cleansed? Well, David, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. Yes, the finger, the thumb on the right hand, the big toe on the right foot, and the right ear. Don't forget that. The right ear, the right thumb, and the left and the right big toe had to be smeared with the blood and the oil. I'm wondering if any culture still practices that. I don't know. Not the forehead, though, Wildrich. Not the forehead. All right. We're going to do. Let me see what time it is. All right. We can do about 4 more questions before time up. Next question. Oh, we did this already. All right. What should the leper's sacrifice be after he is cleansed? So after the leper is cleansed, he has to bring a sacrifice. What is it he should bring to the priest for his sacrifice? For his offering, for his atonement. What should the leper bring to the priest after he has been deemed clean? He has to bring a sacrifice to the priest. What is the sacrifice? I don't think there are any lepers anymore, so I don't think spiritual practice that. You know, leprosy is still a thing, you know. The disease of leprosy is still a thing. It is. People still get the disease of leprosy, but with the advent of modern medicine, you don't have to depend on a priest to verify whether or not you still have leprosy or if you were cleansed. And you're good, you're good. Yeah, you're good. But anyway, yes, yes. So leprosy is still a thing. There are people up there. She gonna go give them people. Anyway, yes, guys. So let us continue. Let me take my eyes out of it. What should be his sacrifice? What should he bring to the priest? What should the leper bring? Come guys, talk to me. All right, he has to bring 2 male lambs. All right. So the leper has to bring for his sacrifice, he brings 2 male lambs, 1 female, 3 deal of fine flour, mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. You see how much he gotta bring for his offering. All right. Next question. Let me see what time it is. All right. We got 2 more questions. If you want to answer these 2 questions, correctly, you're gonna win. Anybody who answer these 2 questions correctly, them win. Okay. Name the land that the Lord gave to the children of Israel. Name the land that the Lord gave to the children of Israel. Winsome said lamb. Yeah, Winsome, it was 2 lambs that they had to bring. 2 male lambs and 1 ewe, 1 female. So name the land that the Lord gave to the children of Israel. Name the land. What is the name of the place that he gave to them to be theirs from generation to generation? What is the name of the place? Name the place that was given to the children of Israel by the Lord. You see how the destruction now, guys? Mount Zion. Really well rich. Not Mount Zion. Not Mount Zion. Mikey's in the house. How are you doing? How are you doing, Mikey? Good to see you, sister. How are you doing? Good to see you. We never see you live this morning. You didn't go live. You went live this morning, Mikey? We never get no notification. Because usually I would see your live when I'm on my way home. I never see it. Come, guys, tell me what's the name of the land that the Lord gave to the children of Israel to call home for generations and generations. Tell me, what is the name of the place? Y'all don't know. All right, it was the land of Canaan. Guys, I don't remember. Oh, you did go live this morning. Oh, I did miss it. Well, me miss it. I missed it, sister. I missed it. I missed it. I was there with you the other morning when you asked the woman if you can't come near to our dog. You're not afraid dog bite you, Mikey? Yes, I was there for that one. All right, the last question now, guys. The leopard show. What part of the leopard's head? Oh, let me give you the answer. I gave away 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 the answer. So I'm just going to drop some praise dance. You have to see. Oh my gosh, me have to go watch it, guys. Me not go to beer. You okay? You're not going to beer, but the dog. Okay, all right. You're not going too near. Oh, Jesus of mercy. You're not going too near to the not too near to the dog. Guys, me give you the answer for this last question because I was going to ask you all about what part of the body should the leper, not cover. The leper is not allowed to wear a hat. Not allowed to wear a hat if he has leprosy in his head. He mustn't cover it. Yes, I mean, I guess he got to leave it open. Leave it open to ear, but then again, he's in isolation. So covering his head or not covering his head, he's in isolation. Right? All right. Guys, we have come to the end. All right, I see all my co-workers going in. So I'm going to be rolling in as well. It's now 10 minutes still. Yeah, this is my usual time to roll on in. Yeah. So I am just in time. This is my usual time. So anyway, with that being said, guys, we have a couple more questions for you, but we're not gonna have time for them. So we are going to just call it a day right now. For those of you who have not yet listened to the narrations of Leviticus chapters 13, 14, and 15, go ahead and listen to them on the channel. For next week, we are going to be doing 16, 17, 18, 19, and maybe 20. We'll see how long those are because we don't want to be overwhelmed, So we will do another 3 chapters next week. I will start narrating them tomorrow on the channel so you all can listen to them and not wait until the appointed time. Don't wait until the last minute. You need to listen to them so that you can come into Swords in Hand next week, Thursday, ready and prepared for the questions. Okay? Catch you another time. Okay, Mikey, no problem, my love. I sincerely appreciate you being here. And we have Winsome being the winner. Winsome, you got 7 points. So Winsome is our winner for Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia this week. Congratulate Winsome, guys. I want to say a hearty congratulations to you, Winsome, for having won this week's game. This week, is a shortened version. So that's how that goes for... So that's how yes, we could do 2 chapters. I just have to see how long the chapters are. Because if the chapters are too long, I'm not going to do too many. And most of these chapters are repetitious. So it says the same thing over and over and over. So there's not too much new information in the chapter. It's just the same thing said over and over and over, just in a different way, over and over again. Yeah, so I will see, and however it works. For us, we will just work it out that way. Right, Joseph? Joseph said, don't work too hard. Okay, my love. And I have to be careful because every day I walk out of my car and walk into this building, it's like Daniel walking into the lion's den. It's like walking in the pit in a viper's pit. Yes. But we're going to talk. We will talk about it. So that's going to be it for now, my friends. Until next time, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters, my journey matters, everybody's journey does matter. So go ahead, guys. If you have not yet hit the like button now. on your way out, hit the like button. If you didn't share the live, you can share it still. But that's going to be it from me for tonight, guys. We will talk again tomorrow. Guys, do not forget, tomorrow evening on live at 4 o'clock, we are going to be doing an analysis of that movie called Time Changer. Go ahead and watch the Time Changer and come back here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We are going to talk about that movie. We're going to do a movie review on that movie. All right, guys, I'm gone. I have to turn on the car and shut the window then. All right, guys, see you all later. Love you guys, and I sincerely appreciate y'all.